Why do we procrastinate? Procrastination is something almost everyone experiences. It is the act of putting things off, delaying tasks that we know we need to do, and often choosing something easier or more enjoyable instead. People might procrastinate on studying, cleaning, working on a project, answering emails, or even making important life decisions. It can feel confusing and frustrating, especially when we know that delaying will only make things harder. Yet, we do it anyway. Why is that? Why do we keep avoiding things that matter, even when we know it might hurt us in the long run? To understand procrastination, we need to first understand how our minds work. Our brain is designed to protect us, help us survive, and keep us comfortable. When it sees something as painful, boring, difficult, or stressful, it naturally wants to avoid it. It is a survival response. In ancient times, avoiding pain often meant avoiding real danger. But today, pain can come in the form of unpleasant emotions like fear, self-doubt, confusion, or boredom. So when we face a task that brings up those emotions, our brain says, "Let us do something else for now." Procrastination is not usually about laziness. It is more about emotions than effort. A person may be very hardworking in general but still procrastinate when faced with something that feels emotionally heavy or overwhelming. For example, someone might avoid writing a report because they are afraid it will not be good enough. Someone else might delay doing their taxes because they feel anxious about money. Another person might put off cleaning their house because they feel emotionally drained. In each case, the task brings up discomfort, and the brain tries to escape it. Our brains are also wired to seek short-term rewards. We like to feel good now. This is why scrolling through social media, watching videos, or eating a snack feels much easier than starting a difficult task. These activities give us quick pleasure with little effort. The harder task might give us satisfaction later, but the brain is not always focused on the long term. It prefers what feels good right now, even if we regret it later. Sometimes, procrastination happens because we do not know where to start. A big task can feel like a huge mountain. If we are unsure of how to begin, we might feel stuck. That feeling of being stuck leads to avoidance. We tell ourselves we will do it later, when we are more focused, or when we have more time. But often, that time never comes, and the task keeps sitting in the back of our mind, creating stress. Perfectionism is another reason people procrastinate. When someone wants everything to be perfect, they may feel paralyzed by the pressure. They might think, if I cannot do this perfectly, I should not do it at all. This leads to fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of not meeting expectations. So instead of starting, they wait and wait and wait, hoping that somehow, the perfect time or perfect idea will appear. Lack of motivation can also play a role. If a task feels pointless or does not connect with our goals or values, it is hard to care about it. Our minds ask, "Why should I do this?" Without a clear reason or sense of purpose, motivation fades and procrastination grows. This is especially true for tasks that are assigned by others, like schoolwork or office tasks, which may not feel meaningful to us personally. Sometimes, procrastination is linked to deeper emotional issues like low self-esteem, anxiety, or depression. If someone feels they are not good enough, they may avoid tasks that challenge them, fearing they will fail and prove their fears true. If they are anxious, they may overthink every little detail, which can make it impossible to act. If they are depressed, even simple tasks can feel overwhelming and pointless. People also procrastinate because of habits and environment. If you are surrounded by distractions, like your phone, television, or a noisy space, it becomes easier to give in to those distractions. If you are used to working only when you feel pressure, your brain may wait until the last minute before it kicks into gear. Over time, the brain gets used to this pattern, and it becomes a habit: delay, stress, rush, repeat. The truth is, procrastination is not a personal flaw. It is a coping strategy. It is our brain trying to protect us from discomfort, whether that discomfort is fear, boredom, confusion, or doubt. But while it may feel like relief in the moment, procrastination often leads to more stress, guilt, and low self-esteem later. The task still needs to be done, and the more we delay it, the more pressure we feel. So what can we do about it? The first step is to notice the feelings behind the delay. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding? What emotions come up when I think about this task? Naming those emotions helps take away their power. You might discover that you are afraid of failing, afraid of making a mistake, or just feeling unsure. Understanding your feelings helps you respond with compassion instead of self-blame. Next, break the task into smaller steps. The brain can handle small actions better than large, vague goals. Instead of saying, "I have to write the whole report," say, "I will write just the first paragraph." That first step builds momentum and confidence. Action reduces anxiety, and small wins lead to bigger progress. Another helpful trick is to set a timer for a short period, like 10 or 15 minutes, and commit to working during that time. This is called the Pomodoro technique. Often, once you start, you keep going. Getting started is usually the hardest part. Once the brain is engaged, the task becomes less scary. It also helps to remove distractions. Put your phone on silent or in another room. Close unrelated tabs on your computer. Create a space that supports focus. Your environment matters more than you think. You can also reward yourself for completing tasks. Tell your brain, "If I finish this part, I can watch a video or have a snack." This uses the brain's love for rewards to your advantage. You can even create a checklist and mark off tasks as you complete them. That small action feels good and gives your brain a sense of progress. Another important part of overcoming procrastination is being kind to yourself. Do not beat yourself up for delaying. Harsh self-criticism makes the problem worse. It creates more stress, which leads to more avoidance. Instead, treat yourself the way you would treat a friend. Say, "I understand this is hard, but I can take one small step right now." Building better habits takes time. Be patient. Recognize your patterns, try new strategies, and celebrate your progress. Over time, the more you understand your procrastination, the more power you have to manage it. Everyone procrastinates sometimes. But it does not have to control your life. You are not lazy. You are human. And with the right mindset, tools, and support, you can learn to act even when things feel uncomfortable. If this video helped you understand why we procrastinate and how to deal with it, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us share more helpful content with more people. Thank you for watching.